America's tourism crisis nobody's talking about. Foreign visitors are abandoning the U.S. in record numbers, and it's costing billions. Oxford Economics predicts an $8.5 billion drop in international visitor spending this year, while the World Travel and Tourism Organization estimates an even more alarming $12.5 billion loss. The proof? Flight bookings to the U.S. between May and July have already plummeted by over 10%. This isn't just a blip, it's a trend with massive economic consequences. While other destinations flourish, America is losing its appeal to global travelers. What's driving this exodus? And can the U.S. tourism industry recover before it's too late?
Guys, I'm at JFK Airport at the immigration right now. Behind me, you see there's no lines for tourists. There's only Americans coming back home, but there's no tourists coming to America right now. Nobody wants to come to Trump land, huh? People are boycotting the U.S.
All right, we're in Vegas. This is supposed to be the city that never sleeps. But there's like literally no one around here at all. And on all of our walks pretty much tonight, we've seen nobody. So, I don't know. Is Vegas slowly dying out? Look, no one's here.
No one, bro. What the fuck is happening?
Vegas airport. Look at how empty it is. It's almost eerie. There are people down there. I don't think I've ever been to Vegas airport when there's nobody here.
Vegas is dead. The rumors are true. Visitation is down. And there's really nobody around except a few corporate events going on here and there, corporate meetings. But yeah, it is kind of dead here, I'm gonna have to admit.
Las Vegas, known as the city that never sleeps, glowing with lights, luxury, and laughter, is now eerily quiet. Busy hotel lobbies are almost nearly empty, while famous buffets are shutting down. The casino floors echo with silence. People no longer visiting the U.S. Why? Because of the global rising tension, Trump's aggressive tariffs, and immigration policies, creating fear and uncertainty. This impact is devastating, not just for Las Vegas, but for the American economy as a whole. Could this be the beginning of the end of America's tourism stronghold? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're doing fantastic, and I welcome you back to my channel. If you're new here, kindly consider subscribing so you never miss any update from my videos. Let's take a deeper look.
So I've been receiving hundreds of messages over the last couple months from parents in other countries around the world asking me if I think it's safe for their children to come here this summer, to travel to the United States for summer vacation. And I've been pretty much saying, I wouldn't, but I'm not sure because we don't know what the government will do. Now we know. Now we know that the U.S. government will take 2 German teenagers from Hawaii that are traveling to Hawaii without a hotel reservation and strip search them and keep them into a detention center and then ship them back to Germany. Now we know what the U.S. government will do to anyone that's in this country that's not a U.S. citizen, regardless of whether they are suspected of committing a crime or not. It is not safe. I would not send my teenagers or young adults to this country right now. So for everybody who's asked me that question, now you have my answer.
They are not lying about Vegas being dead, y'all. I'm a waitress on the Strip, and last year around this time, I made like $300 to $500 a day in tips. And today, I just walked home with $124.
If you are not a U.S. citizen, don't come to this country. If you are here and you're not a U.S. citizen, I don't care what kind of documentation you have, and I don't care how long you're staying, whether it's for a week or years, go. If you can go, go. And I know this is what they want, and I hate it because I love to be like, resist. But ending up in an ICE detention facility is not an act of resistance. And it does not matter if you are white passing. It does not matter how smart you are or what you're contributing, or if you're just visiting and you're a tourist. Don't. It's not safe here. We're not safe. They are detaining U.S. citizens. They are detaining tourists. There was a 28-year-old backpacker, a young woman, who is now in an ICE detention facility. It does not matter. If you're leaving and I can come with you, I would love that. Let me know how to do that. I have a master's degree and I'm a very nice person. I'll be very good to your country. But this ain't the place. Get out while you can. And do not send your kids here as foreign exchange students. Do not send them on a student visa. Do not think you're going to come over here and do some kind of medical residency or scientific research. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't marry somebody from here. Don't do it. We're not safe. We're not a good country. We're under authoritarian rule at this point. So, sorry about that. Fucking sucks. Bye.
Every day people come up to me and they say, Barrister, is Vegas dead? We keep hearing these reports on social media. Vegas is dead. No one goes to Vegas anymore. Well, I'm here tonight in Las Vegas. I'm walking the walkway between MGM Grand and New York, New York. And what do you see? Well, there's one person. It doesn't feel like anybody's here. Let's look at the streets. I mean, you can see all around. There's a couple cars driving by, one or two cars, but I don't know. I don't see a ton of people. Maybe Vegas really is dead. Maybe the rumors are true. So, I don't know what to tell you. I'm here. It's quiet. It's a quiet night in Las Vegas. I feel like maybe nobody comes here anymore. It's like the old saying goes, nobody goes to Las Vegas anymore. That's the saying, anyway. Anyway, here's what it looks like. So, is Vegas dead? I don't know. You tell me.
America faces a tourism crisis in 2025. Foreign visitors choose safer, easier destinations. The last time I checked at the actual numbers of cancellations to the United States, it was over 1 million foreign travelers, both business travelers and people coming for fun. About a month ago, it was predicted that we were going to lose almost $13 billion in tourism alone in the United States of America. Were you planning on coming to the United States and you've canceled your travel, either as a Canadian or from another country? People following me, did you know there is a boycott of the United States of America? Do you know that tourism is a huge industry in the United States of America, and it is top industry in places like Las Vegas and different places? It is going to be catastrophic and devastating to our economy. It will ripple through because it will cause layoffs. It will cause businesses to close. It will cause no hiring. It is going to be an avalanche that at this point, I don't know if we can stop. Forget about the ICE raid, people dying in detention centers that are from other countries. It is not looking good for tourism in 2025.
People have been seeing how ICE has been harassing people in the USA, separating families and causing fear. So people are boycotting going to the USA because they are afraid of being detained or being deported back to their country when they visit the USA. And I've seen a lot of comments on the comment section, and I can read some comments of what people are saying about not going to the USA. And I read, "We don't want to be snatched off the streets and put in some cage somewhere. No thanks." Another person says, "I blame Trump for that. The world hates America at the moment." Another person says, "Oh, I miss Vegas, but I will not go because of Trump." Another one says, "Why would anyone in their right mind want to visit the USA now? Zero global respect." So that's how people are feeling about the USA at the moment. It stands that people now hate the America because of what they're doing to people. They're not happy.
Cities like New York, Miami, Orlando, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas, San Francisco are all going to see a huge hit to their tourism industry this year. Allies like the United Kingdom, Germany, and Canada have issued warnings to their citizens telling them to reconsider travel to the United States after other citizens have been unlawfully detained. Like the Canadian woman who was unlawfully detained in a detention center in Arizona, or the French researcher who was detained and then deported because they found messages on his phone critical of Trump's approach to research funding in the United States. The more that cases like this come out, more foreign governments are going to issue warnings, and that's going to have a direct impact on communities here. And you may not care, but in 2019, international visitors spent $180 billion in the United States, which led to nearly $2 trillion in economic output. Visitor numbers were set to return to pre-pandemic levels this year, but now we have this going on. Those travelers will still be traveling, though. They just won't be traveling here.
So Donald Trump is now requiring tourists who wish to visit the United States to pay a $250 visa integrity fee. Yes, I'm dead serious. Under the big budget bill that Trump recently signed into law, tourists from around the world who want to travel to the United States, who want to spend time in the United States, will likely have to pay a $250 fee on top of their airfare, on top of their lodging. This may or may not get reimbursed depending on certain qualifications, but the fact of the matter is tourists around the world are now facing an additional $250 to travel to Trump's America. And by the way, that's going to bring tourism down for the United States. That's going to hurt our economy, and likely other nations may increase their visa fees as well to counter Donald Trump, and this may make traveling more expensive for everybody. Turns out traveling is only possible if you're part of the wealthy elite. $250 may not seem like a lot, but that's $250 more that you now have to pay to travel to the United States.
Hey, it's Joe from Georgia. So tourism season is upon us. And I can tell you what the United States is seeing. The United States is seeing a huge dramatic drop in international visitors to the United States. Now, those visitors contribute millions to billions of dollars of tourism dollars all across the United States, and specifically heavily in Florida, because everybody undoubtedly in Europe thinks that Florida is that Disneyland is the greatest place in the world to go. I don't understand that, but Florida's getting hammered on the tourism end, but it's also across the entire United States. Now, 18 million jobs are in the tourism industry. And when you're starting to lose billions of dollars, what you're going to do is you're going to lose jobs. You're going to lose revenues for small businesses. You're going to lose hotel motel taxes that support some things in local government. So the real deal is here. The world doesn't want to come to the United States, which has always been one of the top tourist destinations in the world. We're going to lose that title this year, and we know who we can owe that to. Congratulations on reducing the income for businesses that rely on tourism.
This goes out to all my people who have plans to come to the United States or want to come travel to the United States and are like on the fence about it and don't know what to do with everything going on here. Don't come. My recommendation is to 100% boycott this country. Do not spend any money here. Do not plan any travels here. Show them that the world does not need the United States, because they don't. So please just boycott.
What we are witnessing in Las Vegas is just a reflection of a much bigger issue. America, once considered as a dream destination for many, is slowly turning into a place that many people fear to visit. With Trump's immigration policies, crackdowns, ICE raids, and travel restrictions, international travelers are feeling unsafe and unwelcome. When people feel unwelcome, they stop coming. Tourism isn't just about vacation. It's a vital part of the U.S. economy. It fuels hotels, airlines, restaurants, shows, entertainment, venues, transportation, and even small local businesses. So when jobs vanish, families will suffer. And when families suffer, the economy shrinks, all right? Let's be honest. America can't claim to be great again when cities are empty, workers are being laid off, and when the global image is being tainted, everybody in the world right now views America on a different angle. It's no longer the same America we used to praise and just wish to be there. Right now it's terrifying just to be there. And what's happening in Las Vegas is a warning sign. March is coming, okay? So if policies don't change and the fear rhetoric doesn't change, more cities will go quiet, more jobs will be lost. And if this what greatness looks like, is America isolating itself from the world it once proudly led? Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. If you found value in what we shared, kindly consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you never miss any update from my videos. Your support truly means a lot and it helps us keep bringing you more insightful content. Thanks again and see you in the next video.